Nia DaCosta, who was the director of the Marvels, and I put that in quotes because, well, the Directors Guild says she was the director. Disney says she was the director. Nia DaCosta made it very plain in an interview with Vanity Fair, I believe it was, that she was not really the director. Kevin Feige was. She said her words were, "This is really a Kevin Feige film, and you just have to know when you're going to work and do a Marvel movie, there'll be a little bit of you in there, but it's corporate product." So she already, before the movie came out in this interview a month ago, distanced herself from her own movie. She's the director, and a black woman that was hired to do this. But it was the white man who was running Marvel that basically did it for her when she came in. She is a public figure for the DEI of Disney. See how this all ties together, folks? So, and I felt bad, honestly, for Nia DaCosta. Now, she had never done anything of this scale before. She had done some independent films that were, I think, had won some awards. Good for her. But doing a $200+ million major Marvel budget film, probably not up her alley.
And what do we learn from the fact that Disney management has so much contempt for their craft that they think, well, we can just put anyone in there. We can just put anyone in there. This is easy. This is not something that requires skill or
by numbers,
creativity or experience. It's contempt for their craft and contempt for their audiences.
I also think it's what you said earlier, Ron, too. It's that they don't have any financial stress or problems, or there's no mitigating financial pressure to make those kinds of, that decision making to occur, right? It's like they're just spending the Disney charge card that Walt and the predecessors built up.
Yeah, and I don't know, Ron, if it's. I think you're right on the side. How much contempt do they have for their own product when they look at it so poorly that they hire whatever to do whatever, just because, hey, we just need somebody that checks off these boxes on a DEI checklist, which in this case, I think is largely what happened here, because you had a movie that is about 3 super powerful female superheroes, right? The way Marvel's been positioning them. These 3 girls, well, they're the most powerful characters now in the MCU kind of thing. This is where we're going, rah, girl power. We spent $4 billion to buy this from Mike Perlmutter so we could appeal to the boys, right up until we killed all the boys and brought in the girls to make the girls better than the boys were, so we can now appeal to girls again. The boy. This is how screwed up Disney is. My point is this. I don't think they care, because I think that, as this article is pointing out, I think it's a matter of they don't care who they put into the helm of a $300 million motion picture like this, which is probably what it's really going to cost when the final bills come in, because they're controlling it from the corporate level. It's as the director said, as Miss Nia DaCosta herself said, this is really Kevin Feige's movie. I was just kind of there. That was her attitude. So I think that's why they hire these people.
Right, and that which demonstrates as well an additional level of contempt for the humans they use as symbols.
That's
as
it.
Pawns, as shields. They don't even care about the integrity that some of these people might have, to the extent that some or most or any of them have ambitions and aspirations to be great at their jobs. Not people who do DEI jobs, because that's a bullshit job in the first place. But the people who are creators, or who are executives or producers, people, writers, we want to be great. Well, listen, you're great now because I've seen how kinky your hair is. Well, wait a minute. I wanted to learn how to do this. No. You're the man. You're the lady. Do it now. They'll never learn. And listen, yes, they're going to have a payday, but their careers, how are they ever going to recover? They're going to be associated with this garbage output for a very long time. It doesn't matter. Look, this is Hollywood from the beginning of time. Everyone is an input into production and nothing more or less. And then that includes the highest paid talent.
Well, I found it interesting that in that same interview, Ron, that Nia DaCosta made it very clear that, she's like, I'm grateful for this experience, for having been able to work on a movie like this. And and to, be involved in this world building, but it makes me want to go off and build my own world even more. She's basically saying that this was fun, but I will never do this again. She made that abundantly clear. And look, this woman would have been paid more money than she's ever seen in her life to direct a picture of this budgetary scale. She would have been paid way more for this than she would have made from anything else she ever did. And she's like, I'm not doing that again. It's not worth it. And I don't blame her, because it sounds like it's a soul-sucking experience.
It sounds like she has integrity.
It does. I think it does. I think she's like, you know what? I tried this. This is not exactly what I expected. And you could tell she was basically saying everything she could say about her experience and about Feige, just short of the line of violating an NDA. So, that's I think that's where the razor's edge was, as it were. Make sure you're subscribed to Valiant Renegade and join us every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern for the live show.